Hi, it's Ingrid. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Bookmas. In today's video, I will be doing a little 24-hour reading challenge. Originally, my plan was to read for 24 hours straight. Then, unfortunately, I did get sick. I've been sick for the past few days. Wednesday, went to work, left after an hour. Yesterday, I stayed home. Today is Friday. Did not stay home, but I'm still not well. And I think if I do read for 24 hours straight, I'm not going to get the rest I need, and I'm probably going to get more sick, and I cannot stay home from work again, you know, like I need to be better. So we're not going to hurt myself that way. We're going to take care of my body, and my health should come first. So I do need my sleep, so we're just going to use a timer and pause it when we're not reading, but I am going to limit myself to this weekend. I don't want to carry it on to Monday. Like, usually when people do this challenge, they either do 24 hours straight or split it up into 12 hours one day, 12 hours the next day. I could do 12 hours Saturday, 12 hours Sunday, which is kind of the method I'm going to be using. Just instead of starting Saturday, I'm starting Friday, and I'm going to let myself split the time on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm going to try my best to read as much as possible today so that I don't have to stress Saturday and Sunday. It's currently almost 9. So I'm not going to be reading that much today, but I'm going to start the timer and get a little bit into it at least. I'm not completely sure what I'm going to read first. I want to show you something. I'm not going to be reading this in this video, but I bought a special edition of Sunrise on the Reaping. This is gorgeous. Wow. I haven't bought this book yet because I wanted to wait until it came out in paperback. I didn't want the hardcover. Then I saw this today. It's new to my bookstore. It's a special edition, and I can accept the hardcover if it's a special edition. If it's like just normal cover and it's like special edition, no. But this has like a perfect spine. I love this. I'm so excited to read this. Will not be read in this video because I still haven't read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Maybe I'll read that. Who knows? But it's time to pick out my first book. I think these two are my options. When He Was Wicked by Julia Quinn and Battle of the Labyrinth by Readathon. This is a YA fantasy Percy Jackson book. This is like a historical romance, a Bridgerton book. I don't know exactly what I'm in the mood for. I think it's going to be one of these. I definitely want to read these in this video. But do I want to start with them? Like, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself right now, but I want some. What about this one? I got Days at the Morisaki bookshop. I don't know much about this. I've tried to figure out the actual plot, but I don't get it because there's something on the back and there's something on the inside, and I don't really know, but it's a very short book. Okay, it's 147 pages. Like, this isn't even a part of the book. Oh my god. The reason I bought this, well, the reason I picked it up is because of this cover, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And it also gave me kind of the same vibes as Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I really enjoyed that series. I think I gave every book like 3 or 4 stars, but I still really had a cozy, fun time with those. And I feel like this is going to be kind of the same feeling, so maybe I'll start with this. I'm going to start with this. I'm excited for this, and I'm going to pick up one of these after. But this is book 1. I'll give you an update when I actually know what the book is about, because right now I have no idea. So that was a whole lot of nothing. I've finished Days at the Morisaki bookshop. The only good thing about this book is the cover. I was so bored. Every chapter, honestly every page, I was just thinking, there's nothing here. The characters was extremely unlikable. The whole plot was very surface level. It was just so like matter-of-factly. We did this and then he said that and I did this, and like, where's the emotion? And I read a little bit of the translator's note at the end here, and he mentioned something about the thrill of this. There's nothing thrilling. There's absolutely no emotions. It's boring. And I don't even know how to explain my thoughts on this because it's giving me nothing. Honestly, is 1 star too? Like I did 1 or 2 stars. I feel like I finished it, so that's a plus. But I don't think it was good. I don't know, like what makes it a 1 star and what makes it a 2 star? Because I would definitely not read it again. I would not recommend it. I cannot think of a single good thing about the book. I was bored. I had to force myself to read it, so maybe that means it's a 1 star. I need to find it on Goodreads. What's the average Goodreads rating? 3.64. I don't get that. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 1 star. We're gonna take a look at the timer. I have 21 hours and 54 minutes left, so I've read for 2 hours. Yesterday, when I started the challenge, I read for about an hour and then I was out. I was so tired. But I picked up the book again this morning, so I have pretty much 22 hours left. And we're gonna pick out our new book. I'm still in yesterday's makeup. I did not have the energy to do anything. I went to bed and that was it. Now, what am I in the mood for? I need my next book. I don't know what it's gonna be. I think, like, I know 3 books I want to read during this readathon, and that is The Battle of the Labyrinth, When He Was Wicked, and You and Me on Vacation. But I don't know if I'm in the mood for any of those right now. And I've kind of wanted to read Hiii. I don't know the author. I want to read it because it's also a movie starring Tom Hiddleston. And it's something about holding the book that just made me want to read it, but I don't have too much faith in that book right now. And I need something that I'm gonna really love and enjoy. But I don't want something that's too exhausting. I don't think I'm in the mood for like an epic fantasy right now. I could do Percy Jackson because it's fantasy, but it's also like real world things, and it's YA, so it's simple. I don't know, because I don't think I'm in the mood for a romance. But a romance is always gonna hit anyways. I'm trying to look at my TBR card. I think I'm gonna pick up Percy Jackson, The Battle of the Labyrinth, Percy Jackson book 4. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's get to reading. I have 19 hours and 14 minutes left on the timer. I don't know where the time is going. Like, how is it going by so fast? Like the clock, not the timer. I'm a little worried that I won't be able to do this weekend. So there's no going to bed early tonight, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to read quite a bit to make sure we'll finish the timer tomorrow. And also, I have to say, no one prepared me for how often I have to get up and put more wood in the fireplace, because that thing is burning out so quickly. And I brought in a new bag, like a big bag of wood today, and it's almost out, so I'm gonna have to go outside and get more, and I don't want to because it's pitch black outside. It's freezing. I don't want to do that, so I'm not very happy right now. But I did read quite a bit of The Battle of the Labyrinth. I am on page 196, so I'm a little over halfway through. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a really good time reading this, actually. I think I like this better than the previous books. I like the first one a lot. This is book 4. Book 2, I also liked. Book 3, I feel like I liked it, but it was also kind of a little boring. This one I'm really enjoying, so that's good. They're very fast-paced, they're easy to read, obviously. They're YA, pretty on the, like, very much on the lower end of YA. So sometimes I'm a little worried I won't enjoy it, but I am enjoying it a lot, actually. I think the storyline of this is pretty interesting. It's something new. I'm having fun. I'm gonna continue reading this. I just relit the fire because it was so cold, and now it's been going for 2 seconds and I'm too hot, which is strange because it's really cold in my house right now. I need to make dinner. It's 6. So it's getting a little late. I should make dinner right now. I don't want to. I don't know what I want to make. I don't want to do this right now. But I'm gonna continue reading The Battle of the Labyrinth. I'm gonna try to finish it. It's not that long. How many pages did I? I'm always confused because some books just end on the last page while some... See, this is not part of the book. I need to count the pages. 342 pages. And I'm on page 195, 96, something like that. Don't have much left. It's a little bit left, but it's not too much. I'm gonna sit and read this right now. And I forgot about a book I have. It's probably gonna be my next read. But we'll see when I finish this. I'm gonna say one more thing. This is the lighting with the ring light on. It's really, really light and it hurts my eyes. And that's not good. It doesn't really help my reading. So I'm gonna put this away. This is what the lighting is gonna be like. It's late. So it makes sense. Oh my god. Looking at whatever, what am I trying to say? Watching a YouTube video with good lighting obviously is more fun, but it is late. And I don't want this light. I feel like it's cutting into my eyes right now. So we're gonna have to deal with this. I'm sorry. Please don't leave. Continue watching. I appreciate it. Bye. I found my lamp and I put it to work. It's a little bit better. We've got things to discuss. Let's look at the timer first. I've got 16 hours and 14 minutes left. I don't know if you can see that. I'm confident. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna fail today. Will not be failing. So, I finished the Battle of the Labyrinth right now. I really enjoyed it. This might be my favorite in the series so far. This or book 1. It was really good. I think I'm gonna just say 4 stars. I don't have too many opinions. I just really had a good time with it. I think the story was fun. I liked the characters. And I think everything that was happening with the characters together were fun. And the way their struggles developed, I like that. I don't want to say exactly what happens in this book because it's going to spoil things. Did I even tell you what Percy Jackson is about? I don't think I did. Most people know Percy Jackson. I'm very late to it. Didn't read it until adulthood. But Percy Jackson and the Olympians is about this boy named Percy Jackson who has always been a little different. He's struggled. He's been kicked out of a lot of schools. He's seen things that other people cannot see. One day he gets taken to this camp and he learns that he is a demigod, which means he's half human, half god, and he gets thrown into this whole new world of things, and him and his friends go on different adventures, different quests, trying to save the world, basically, from monsters. This one was really fun. I liked the plotline of this. So 4 stars. And then I did make dinner, and I listened to the audiobook of The Magician's Nephew while I did that. This is the 7th? No, the 6th or the 7th? 4. This is book number 6. Chronologically, it's book number 1, but I'm reading them in release order, so it's book number 6. I don't know exactly what it's about right now. This boy, the nephew, and a girl gets thrown into this other world, and there's a witch, and I don't really know what's going on yet. How far into it am I? Let's see. I'm almost halfway through. So, I'm having fun. I think The Chronicles of Narnia should be listened to. It's so much more enjoyable listening to these books than it is to sit down and read them. Some stories just should be told, and these needs to be told. I'm glad I'm listening to it. I'm having fun. I'm missing out on the illustrations though, which is kind of sad. But I'm having a good time. Why did I do that? I just spoiled something by one of the illustrations. That was annoying. Like, any other illustration, I wouldn't have known what was going on, but it's just this one. Now I know. Okay, it makes sense that it's happening. But anyways, that was disappointing. I paused the audiobook, even though I really wanted to continue. but I need an audiobook for when I get ready for bed and then when I get ready for the day tomorrow morning. So I saved it. I have about an hour left. So getting ready tonight, and then tomorrow when I'm making my coffee and stuff like that, I'm going to be finishing the audiobook. So I wanted to save it. But now it's time to pick out my next read. I was thinking When He Was Wicked, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for a romance right now, so we're just gonna pick some things out from the TBR card and then we'll see what I land on. What do we have? I'm gonna take you along on this figuring this out journey. So like I said, we have When He Was Wicked, which is the 6th Bridgerton book following Francesca. She's not really a character I have been interested in, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the book. But every single book in this series has surprised me pleasantly, and I've loved it. So I know I'm gonna love this book. I just don't know if I'm in the mood for a romance. But if I do pick up a romance, it's gonna be this one. Then I also have The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I really want to read, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for this right now. It would be fun though, but maybe that's more of like a daytime read. I don't know. I want to read the book, but I don't know if I want to read it now. But it will be read soon. But this is an option. I'm considering it. Is there anything else up here? I want to continue the Witcher series, but not now. Not during a readathon. I don't think that's the right fit for this video. This one though, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. Most of the time I kind of forget that I have it. It's a screenplay, the second in the series. There's 3 Fantastic Beasts movies, and we've got the screenplays for all of them. I read the first one, I had fun with it. This could be fun. I really like the movies, so I want to read the screenplays, and I think it's fun to read a little bit of different things. Like I read mainly novels. I read a few novellas, but that's kind of the same as novels. And then I've read a few graphic novels, not a lot. I would like to read more, but I feel like so many graphic novels are just catered toward children, and I don't want them to be too young. I need them to be interesting for me as an adult. So if you have suggestions, let me know. And then I have comics. Actually, I'm gonna get something. I forgot about that. I bought The Avengers, The Final Host. I think there's 5 or 6 issues in this. I really want to read this. Like, should I read this now? I could. But I also kind of want to save it. It would be fun to bring this to my aunt's house on New Year's Eve. I don't know if we're going to my aunt's house. We usually do. But like a New Year's Eve read. But I'm not going to finish it then, so I could do it now. I really want to actually, but I don't know if I want to use it now. Like, I'm going to read it. I'm going to be reading it once. Do I want to use it? Why do I keep saying use it? Do I want to read it now? I don't know. I might not. I don't understand why I'm so not tired. I've been tired every day for the past 3 months, and now I have so much energy. Perfect timing though, because I'm doing this challenge. But like literally yesterday, I was half dead, and now everything is fine. What time is it? 9:30. I would have been out any other day, so this is great. Is there anything else I want to read? Not really. I think these 2 are the ones that are speaking to me right now. I really want to read this, but like I don't want to waste it. What if this is not the right moment? And comics are so expensive, so it's not like I'm gonna buy any new ones anytime soon. Okay, wait, now I'm confused. So here we've got Free Comic Book Day 2018, Avengers/Captain America #1. And then we've got Avengers 1, Avengers 2, Avengers 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's like a Free Comic Book Day 2018 thing, and then number 1 through 6 of this comic. I don't know. The thing is, if I read this, I'm not gonna know how to get the rest. I don't understand comics. And I like these. I think this is called a trade. I'm not too sure, but I think that's what I've gathered. I've ended up on like comic talk. Every day I have at least 10 videos of people doing comic book hauls, which I love it. I've never searched for that, so I don't know how that just started happening, but half my For You page is comic books, and I'm loving it. I think this is a trade, and I want to collect trades, because single issues, I'm gonna need so many. But like if I was in America, I'd just simply go to a comic book store. There's multiple comic book stores. I don't have the luxury. There's one store really. I bought this from the bookstore though, so I can find comic books there. My bookstore doesn't have any, so I need to go to Oslo. That's the only one I know about. But like, that's a little too far to just go when I need a comic. But then there are like comic fan stores, like Outland, if you're Norwegian and know about Outland. That's where I bought my Penguin comics, like the ones published by Penguin. I've been speaking for 11 minutes. I need to stop. What am I gonna read? It doesn't matter. No one cares. Get over yourself. Fantastic Beasts or the Avengers comics. I don't know. I hate choosing. I hate making decisions. I don't know. I think I want this. I'm gonna read the Avengers comics. I don't know if I'm gonna read them all or if I'm gonna read a few. But I'm gonna sit down with this, and then I'm most likely going to pick up Fantastic Beasts after, but I'm not too sure. So I'll update you eventually anyways. Let's do it. I forgot to start the timer. That's annoying. First one, done. I keep getting distracted by the illustrations. I guess it's good that I take time to appreciate them, but the timer isn't liking it. But I want to see who's all the characters are. The fangirl in me is loving this. We've got Thor, Ghost Rider, Iron Man, She-Hulk, Captain America, Black Panther, Captain Marvel. Who is that? That's Doctor Strange. Yay! I'm confused. Was that cover for this one or the other? Because that's Hulk and that's She-Hulk. And those two doesn't look the same. So this is old, because that's Thor, and this is Odin. But the cover belongs to that one. I'm a little confused. But where's Iron Fist? Where did he come from? He was not on the cover. You're not Iron Fist. Are you Iron Fist? No, because that's a woman. Is Iron Fist a woman in this? I'm confused. I got my answer. Iron Fist is indeed a woman. I'm confused, but I'm new to comics, so maybe that's how it started. I don't know. Is that the dude from Eternals? Huh. Interesting. Okay, I got it. We're back to the present. 1 million years ago, not that interesting. I want my superheroes. I want the ones I love. This is more fun. I love the trio. Thor, Cap, and Tony. I love it. I'll do updates on the Avengers comics later. I started this one, and I'm reading something, and I'm thinking. This is me just not remembering, so I want answers. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but like Evan Rosier, whatever, him. Was he mentioned in the original books? Because in this one, it's just Rosier. There's no name, and this is also... When was this? When is it set? What time is this? Like, I know... Like Grindelwald's time, or whatever it is. Did it say a year? 1927. When's the Marauders era? Because Harry Potter is in the 80s. In like the 80s, I think, isn't it? Battery's flashing. And Harry is 11, so he was born in the 70s? Or is it set in the 90s? I think it's the 80s. 70s. And then his parents were 21 when they died, so they would be in the 50s. So this is before their time.
But like this Rosier, is that like the father of Evan Rosier? And is Rosier a made-up person because of this in the Marauders fanfics, or is he actually mentioned in the books? Because I don't remember. But that's my only thought right now. I need to charge the battery. I just got ready for bed. I'm in the bathroom, so I just thought I would change it up a little bit. Can I speak? I was going to change it up a little bit because all of my clips have been in my living room and it's boring to look at. And obviously I got ready in the bathroom, so I have 14 minutes left of the audiobook of The Magician's Nephew. I'm considering just listening to the whole thing because I'm really into it. I don't know if I can wait until tomorrow morning. Like, the best thing would be to wait until tomorrow, because then I can just listen to it when I get ready. Because there's no point in starting a new audiobook tomorrow, which means I'm just going to waste time when I'm getting ready. But I also kind of want to know how it ends. I don't know how much I said about this audiobook. I think my description of this book was very vague. This is about the creation of Narnia. This is the beginning. The very beginning of Narnia. And obviously, Narnia has a lot of Christian references throughout all the books. This one is definitely the most. Like, this is Genesis. And there's multiple times I'm like, oh, the Bible. It's the same story. Obviously, it's more going on here than what's happening in Genesis, but it's definitely inspired by Genesis. I think it's fun, honestly. I feel smart when I can tell, when I notice the references. I know it's not a big deal like a lot of people would, but still, I like it. I really enjoy this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 4-star. Like, I don't think anything's going to change in the last 14 minutes, but that's where I'm at right now. What other updates do I have? I read the comics. In the trade I have, it's 7 volumes in total. It's Avengers. No, not 7 volumes. It's definitely not 7 volumes. It's volume 1. And it's 7 issues. It's Avengers 1 through 6, and then there's a free comic book day kind of thing. I've read the first 4, so I've got 3 left. I had a really good time with that. I'm saving the last 3 for tomorrow. It was a good break. Like, when I'm reading a lot, all of the words... My eyesight isn't the best. My eyes don't know how to cooperate, so when I read for too long, it hurts my head. And having the comics was a good break, and I want that tomorrow as well, because tomorrow is also going to be a long reading day. But I had a lot of fun with it. I think it was fun to see the characters and the story I don't know. I love the Avengers movies, obviously. I like how they team up. People who are in different places doing their own thing, and then coming together to team up, and that's what this is. It's an Avengers comic, so obviously. But I had a lot of fun with it, so I'm excited to finish that tomorrow. And then I picked up Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. I didn't get to film any reading clips of that because I had to charge the battery because my camera died, so that was fun. But I finished that one. An hour and a half and the whole thing was done, which is great. I think I'm enjoying it because I love that world. I don't think it would have been as fun if I hadn't seen the movie. I feel like reading, like, this story, I like, but reading a script like that, a play script of a movie, wouldn't have been as enjoyable if I didn't have a way to picture it. Like, I knew the characters, I knew the setting, I knew what it looked like, and that helped. I also just, I don't know how to say this. I think, obviously, the author is not a good person. But I do think she has created an amazing world that I have fallen in love with, and I love the world she has created, the characters, the plot. I think that's really good. So she's obviously a good creator. So it's kind of hard because I want to love and praise that work, but I also don't want to give too much attention to that because she doesn't deserve it. Like, it's not hard to be a decent human being, and she can't even be decent. I'm not asking you to be good, just be a decent human being. So we're gonna move on from that now. I gave it 3 stars. Now, it's 1:30 a.m. So I'm gonna go upstairs. I was thinking, what should I bring up? Because I want to read a little bit in bed. Even though it is pretty late, I am gonna read a little bit more before I go to sleep. And I'm not tired yet. So I have 2 options. I don't want to read a romance, so I'm stuck with 2 options. I could do The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which was my first idea. I thought I was going to do that. But then I remembered that I did start A Darker Shade of Magic. I started that last month, and I would like to finish it. I think I have just under 250 pages left. So maybe I should just read that before I start a new book. Because it is annoying to have multiple books started. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm probably, most likely, I can change my mind, but most likely going to pick up The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes tomorrow. I'm going to save the audiobook, even though it's going to bother me a little bit. I might change my mind when I get upstairs, but I'm going to try to save it for tomorrow morning. And I'm going to bring A Darker Shade of Magic to bed with me. A Darker Shade of Magic is a fantasy series. It's a trilogy by V.E. Schwab. It's very popular. V.E. Schwab is a very popular author, and I've heard a lot of good things about this series in particular as well. The series follows Kel, who is a traveler, and we follow him as he travels around in multiple Londons. There's parallel universes. I think there's 4 Londons in total, who has different levels of magic in it. He's from Red London, which I think is the very magic one, and then it's like Grey London, which is just dull, there's nothing there. And I don't know, I'm not too into it yet. I'm enjoying it, I'm having fun. It's not a favorite read of mine. That might change. I've heard that the next 2 books are even better, so I'm excited for that. In this world, there's 2 travelers. Our main character, Kel, is one of them, and then there's another one. We've been introduced to that character, and I find that character very intriguing. I'm excited to see how that story develops with everything that's going on. I don't want to say more about the actual plot, because I feel like you should go into it kind of blind. I don't want to spoil anything. It's going to ruin it for you. We've met a few characters right now. I don't know exactly what I think about them, but I'm excited to see more. So I'm going to bring the book with me upstairs, and I'm going to read for a little bit, and then we'll probably chat in the morning. I wasn't planning on updating this fast. I went upstairs, and for some context here, half of my 2nd floor is finished, half of it isn't. 2 bedrooms are done. The rest of it is, or like the floor, the walls, the ceiling, ripped out. You know what there's, so there's no floor, no walls, no ceiling. You know what there is? Mice. And there's 4 mouse traps. Every day my dad asks me, like, is it anything there? And I say no, I haven't seen anything. Walked upstairs, dead mouse. I don't want to read anymore. I want to cry myself to sleep. I don't want to be in this house. I'm praying they're gonna finish the house soon because I'm terrified. Like, my door is always locked, so they're not in here. Like, are they? No. I don't want to be here. I hate this. I saw half a mouse, and it's like on 1:30 a.m. I cannot text my dad like, can you come get the mouse? No. Wanna cry. It is Sunday. I didn't read much in bed last night. Facebook videos just took over. I'm so good at not scrolling through TikTok and Instagram right now, but for some reason Facebook videos is what's keeping me up. I'm laughing so much watching comedians on Facebook. I need to be stopped. Anyways, I started reading as soon as I woke up this morning. I've been reading A Darker Shade of Magic. I have 61 pages left, and I have 9 hours left on the timer. I'm a little conflicted on this book. There's parts of it where I'm bored and I feel like it's so slow. But now I've gotten to a point where I'm very interested. I'm having so much fun and I'm almost done with it. We have two main characters in this. I like Kel a lot. Lila, who is also there. Like, Kel is the main character, but Lila is also a very present character. I don't like her that much. She is growing on me, but she's a little annoying sometimes. But I'm having fun with the book. I'm gonna sit and finish it right now. And then when I got ready this morning, I finished The Magician's Nephew. And like I said yesterday, it's a 4-star. I finished it. It was good. It was entertaining. I had a lot of fun listening to it. It's definitely a book that should be listened to. Today, in order to finish the challenge, I need to be reading at all times. So I did start the audiobook for When He Was Wicked by Julia Quinn, Francesca's story in the Bridgerton series. Every time I put my book down when I need to do something else, whether that is putting more wood in the fireplace, using the bathroom, finding a drink, whatever it is I need to do, I put the audiobook on. Obviously not when I'm talking to you. I'm wasting time now, so I need to hurry. But I think I'm around 100 pages into that. I'm really enjoying it. I think I really like the fact that they knew each other before the book started. So this book is about Francesca, obviously. She's married to this man named John. And his cousin is also there. And then John dies. Francesca is widowed. And the book is a romance between Francesca and Michael. I'm not far enough into it to know exactly what the plot's going to be, but at the point I'm at now, I'm assuming the conflict or the twist struggle is going to be that he can't be with her because she was married to his cousin. I'm having so much fun because I can tell that they care about each other. I'm really enjoying that book. I was a little worried I wouldn't because Francesca hasn't been an interesting character to me, but I'm liking the book. So I'm going a little bit back and forth between A Darker Shade of Magic and When He Was Wicked. But right now, I'm just going to sit down, finish A Darker Shade of Magic, and then I'll start another book after. I am currently on page 66 of The Sign of Four by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the second Sherlock Holmes book, and I have 6 hours left on the timer. When was the last time I updated? Was it right before I finished A Darker Shade of Magic? I think so. I ended up giving that book 4 stars. There was moments where I was a little bored, but then I did get my interest back. I'm very intrigued to see how this story continues, because I feel like it wrapped up pretty well. So I wonder, like, what's the story going to be in the next 2 books, because it's a trilogy. I'm really excited for that. There's some characters I'm very interested in to see how their story progresses and who they are, and are they good, are they bad? I don't know. I'm excited. This one, the series obviously follows Sherlock Holmes and his companion, Watson. Sherlock is he calls himself a consultant, detective, whatever. He consults the police or people, and usually someone comes to him with a case and then he solves it. And he helps the police a little bit. In this one, a woman comes to their apartment and says that her father was missing, and she started to receive these packages every year, and now she's gotten a letter asking her to bring 2 friends and meet up with this person. So she brings Sherlock and Watson with her, and now there's a murder. And we're investigating. We've gotten some clues. This is a very short book. Like I said, I'm on page 66, and the book is 167 pages. I have 100 pages left then. Okay, I should be able to read that pretty quickly. Should I give an update on When He Was Wicked? I'm on chapter 11, 3 hours and 17 minutes left. I'm loving that book as well. I was planning on picking up the physical book of that when I finish this, but I'm quite enjoying the audiobooks. I think I want to continue listening to it, so maybe I'll make some dinner after. But right now I'm going to sit down and finish The Sign of 4. I have finished both The Sign of 4 and When He Was Wicked. I'm gonna give you a little update, and then I'm gonna go up to bed. The Sign of 4. I found this one pretty fun. I like the mystery of this more than book 1, and I had a good time throughout the whole thing. It's nothing special. I was thinking 3 stars throughout the entire book, really. I feel like the book felt longer than it was, in a good way. Like, it's a very short book, it's like 160 pages or something, and it didn't feel like I was missing things. Which, in a mystery, you need to get the clues, you need to get the whole investigation, you know, you need the whole thing. And when it's so short, it's easy to miss that and just skip over, but it was paced well, and I feel like we got to be part of the story as much as we needed to, until that last chapter, which was just dragging and dragging and dragging, and oh my god, I was angry. I wanted to throw the book or cut it in a million pieces or something. That last chapter pissed me off. It was so unnecessary. It was just like the criminal explaining his backstory, like why did the criminal do it? And I was so bored, and it was so long. And like, that last chapter made me want to rate the book 1 star. But I'm giving it 3 stars, because I'm not gonna let that one chapter ruin the whole book, because I did enjoy the rest of the book. 3 stars. And then, When He Was Wicked, I listened to on audio. I think I've already mentioned that I was only planning on listening to it for a little bit until I got to start it, because I needed an audiobook to keep the timer going when I wasn't sitting down to read, because I still had to like eat, light a fire, do other things. But the audiobook was really good, so I didn't want to read it physically. I had a good time with the audiobook. I really loved this book. I ended up giving it 5 stars, which I was not expecting. Like, I was expecting to like it, because I've liked all of the Bridgerton books. But 5 stars for characters I didn't really know or care about in the beginning was unexpected to me. Like I said, Francesca is a character I didn't find very interesting, but now I do. I love her. And, oh my god, in the show, there's been changes to Michael's character. I didn't mind until I read this book, because Michael is one of my favorites, and now I'm not getting Michael. I want this Michael in the show, and I'm not getting that, and that's so upsetting. I feel like the storyline of this was fun. It wasn't too much going on, and I liked that. It makes it realistic. I like the relationship. I like the way it developed and the pacing of the whole story. I think it's fun to see 2 characters who already knew each other, so we don't have the entire getting to know you thing, which we had in a few of the other books. And they already were really close.
So their friendship and their relationship was different than the ones we read before. I really like that. And I think the way these books are written just connects really well with me. I'm having a good time. I obviously didn't read this one physically, so I can't really talk too much about that experience. But now I've read 4 of these books in this series physically, and I've listened to one, and I love both experiences. So I wonder what I'm going to do with the next in the series. Who knows? I had a really good time with this. I enjoyed it 5 stars. The actual conflict was what I expected it to be, but I think it made sense. It did annoy me sometimes, but it also, I feel like the thoughts they had were realistic to their situation, and I like that. So I really enjoyed this book. Now, if we look at the timer, I have exactly 1 hour left. It is 10:50 right now, and I have work in the morning. So I don't think I'm going to be able to read for an hour. What I am going to do is bring the Avengers comics up to bed with me. I have 3 left in this, and I'm just going to read those, and then I'm going to go to bed. I don't see any point in starting a new book when I'm just going to be reading for an hour. So we're going to continue this, finish this. I don't know how long that's going to take me, but I'm excited. And if it takes me less than an hour, then I'm just going to end the timer, end the channel, and can I speak? If it takes me less than an hour, then I'm just going to end it there. I will give you an update on everything we've read tomorrow. I'm very happy so far. We've read a lot, and I've gotten a lot of books off of my physical TBR, which is great. I really need to do these challenges more often. Like, I love what Emmy does when she does like a 24-hour readathon every month. I wish I could do that. Maybe I'll try to do that next year. Who knows? I think this is the first time I'm feeling like really accomplished. Usually I keep going for a week to finish it. Now I've done it this weekend like I wanted to. So I'm proud of myself. I'm very happy. I'm going to bring this upstairs, like we're not done yet. But this is the last thing we're going to read. And I'm going to go to bed.